You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
This is fun.
It is fun. I want to do this every day.
Every day.
Yeah.
We'll start with a practice of heart coherence, get ourselves into calm, relaxed space, and then we'll activate and nourish that good feeling or regenerative emotion and see what grows from there. So just bring your attention to the center of your chest. You're welcome to close your eyes if you're comfortable. And just begin to imagine that your breath is flowing in and out through your heart or chest area. You can start breathing a little slower and a little deeper than you usually do. Just find an easy rhythm that feels comfortable and sustainable. And as things start to calm down, your mind might do the opposite. And if that happens, there's no need to worry. Just go back to the beginning. Focus in the area around your heart. Imagine that your breath is flowing in through your heart and out through your heart. And settle back into that comfortable breathing rhythm that's just a little deeper and slower than usual. And see if you can tap into a good feeling, a regenerative or positive emotion. Could be anything. Maybe a sense of ease for just this moment right now. Maybe that special feeling from being in nature on a beautiful day, or a sense of appreciation, compassion, or genuine caring for someone or something in your life. As you focus in the area around your heart and imagine that you're breathing in and out through that space, just feel this regenerative or positive emotion as deeply as you can. As you continue to feel this regenerative or positive emotion, imagine the feeling, the energy of that feeling coalescing into a little bundle, like a seed. And start to tune into what shape it is, what color it is, how big it is. And as you begin to relax the pace of your breathing, just start to tune into the space around you a little more. Start to think about bringing that seed from within you that contains that regenerative or positive emotion and bring it out onto the paper. Angel is going to do a little demonstration along with us. So just pick something to create with. I've got a crayon, that's my usual go-to. Whatever you pick, just start creating a space for this regenerative or positive emotion to become a seed that we're planting. We can create this space by drawing a circle. I'm making kind of an egg shape today. I'm going to give myself a little more room. You're welcome to create a container or maybe go containerless. You know, the paper that you've got is already a container. It's a space where we're doing some creative feeling work. Whatever your container might look like, you can bring in a ground line or a horizon line. Just plant that seed containing the energy of that regenerative or positive emotion. Just bring that visual you have inside of you about what color the seed is, what shape it is, what it looks like, what kind of stripes or polka dots it might have. And start to make some marks in that underground space to represent what's in there with that seed carrying our regenerative or positive emotion. Practicing being okay with good things and bad things, with challenging things and things worth celebrating, all being in a moment together. We can make marks for things we're not even aware of. But as you're making marks to represent this seed, just keep thinking about and feeling as best as you can that regenerative or positive emotion. When you feel ready, you can begin to bring some life to this little seed. You start to bring that sprouting seed up above the ground line, out into the air, where there might be all kinds of things: sunshine, rain clouds. just feeling our way. You can start to add little leaves to this shoot. And add some color, maybe some patterns to the petals. And from time to time, just see if you can drop into that space of focusing in the area of your heart as you bring this feeling flower into the light of day. And you're welcome to bring some color in around this flower. Being mindful if it feels right to leave that space, that little halo of light, that little bit of glow around this new flower as it blossoms. And just start listening a little bit and see what sort of information there is. What's something that you haven't thought of before? Keep adding color and marks as you hold in your heart this positive or regenerative emotion. Doing your best to make marks that express this good feeling. Infusing each mark with the wisdom and intelligence of your own heart. We could probably keep coloring for hours, having a grand old time. But let's just start to bring things to a point of stopping that feels semi-comfortable. And maybe with that creative process initiated, you might want to just take a moment to do a little free writing, a little kind of stream of consciousness activity, giving yourself an opportunity to just write whatever words, phrases, or sentences pop into your mind. just doing our best this whole time to let go of that way we're accustomed to thinking, utilizing the mind, allowing the heart's intelligence to have a voice in the room that is us. And just seeing what there is to see. So if you're in a flow, you're welcome to stay there for another 30 seconds or so. And we'll just wrap up to give everyone a place to share what the experience was like. No pressure, of course.
Good job, crayons.
That's kind of that sweet spot where we end up witnessing what's happening instead of directing it. That's that flow state.
Yes, that is the very best place to be as far as I'm concerned.
Mhm.
Yeah, it can be just mark making in general can cause some funny feelings for us if we're not used to it. One of the things we do is making a mark for you to represent you, like an I am here kind of mark. And when we do that on a big canvas,
Yeah.
like we beat on the canvas and we spray it with water, or sometimes we use our hands as a water blessing. But when it comes time to make that mark of I am here, it can be confronting, like you say, Joan. It can be, it can also be liberating and feel really good, but sometimes you have to cross that threshold. We're big fans of playing with multiple different kinds of mark making devices
Yeah.
in our
Multimedia.
Yeah. Yeah, we wish that we could somehow send packets. I mean, I guess we could, but it would be time consuming and a little costly. But if we could just send these little kits of some of the things we use for our heart parties, because they're so much fun, different tactile experiences.
Yeah. How big was that newspaper sheet, Pat?
I don't, like 18 by 20 or so, or maybe 24 by 36.
Maybe.
Yeah, it was big. And you can, if you have Post-it paper that you can put on the wall, you can stand up and do it. That's fun too. Then you really get the somatic aspect of it, like you can move around. That's one of the things I really just love about when we paint on a big canvas and offering those experiences for people to move and dance really with the canvas.
There are 2 flowering trees on the side of the building where we live, and every time I walk by them, I can feel my heart just kind of explode. And I would never hope to draw them and, you know, do them justice for how beautiful they look right now. But I could try to draw that
That
feeling, right?
feeling, yeah.